Welcome to the last video of 2.4. Today we're going to finish up talking about operations with decimals. Just a reminder of the lesson objectives. You should have these written down somewhere before moving on. Just a reminder of the introductory problem. So we're going to start talking about finding prices involving markups and discounts. So we use percents in everyday life. A store owner buys an item at wholesale cost and then marks it up by adding a certain percentage of the price to the price he paid for it. If we buy that item when it's on sale, we can find the amount of the discount if we know the rate of discount that the store is offering. On some items that we buy, we pay a sales tax that is the percent of the price. When we eat out at a restaurant, we leave a tip that is a percent of the amount of the meal. So to start out with, we're going to talk markups and discounts. A markup is an increase in the price of an item. A discount is a decrease of the price. Both of these can be expressed as an amount of money or as a percent of the original price. So why somebody would use a markup, that's basically how stores and businesses make profits. They buy merchandise at a certain price and then sell it at a markup so that they make money. The difference in the price that they bought it at and the price that they sell it is called a profit margin. Why somebody puts something on discount? They're still making a profit, but they put it at a discount so that they can sell more of that item. To figure out a discount or a markup, we need to know the percent of change. So what is the percent of change? That's the percent that the price is changing by. If a markup is 10%, then that is the percent of change. They're adding 10% to the price. If the discount is 10%, then that is the percent of change. They're taking 10% off. So we can use the following formula. We take the percent of change written as a decimal, we times it by the original amount, and that is the amount of change that we're going to have. So a camera store buys a camera for $149 and then marks the price up 35%. So since it's a markup, we're going to take that $149 and we're going to multiply it by the percent as a decimal, 0.35. If we type that into our calculators, we get 52.15. That is the markup price. So to find what the camera sells for, we take that and we add it to the original price. And we get that the camera is going to sell for $201.15. So now we got a camera that normally sells for $189 is on sale at a 20% discount. Okay, so now we're still going to take it and we're going to multiply it by the 20% written as a decimal. And we're going to get that it is on discount of $37.80. So now, since it's a discount, we're going to subtract that $37.80 from the original price. So $189 minus $37.80. We get the sale price of $151.20. Go ahead and pause the video and find the markup or discount of these two problems, and then hit play and see how you did. Okay, so for the first one, 159 times that 10%, written as a decimal of 0.1, I get 15.9. That is my markup cost. So I add that to the original 159 and get 174.90. Second one, we're putting it on the sale for 15%, so I still take 199 times 0.15 and I get 29.85. But now since it's a sale, I subtract that from the original 199 and get that it's selling for 169.15. Now we're going to talk total bills involving tip and tax. So you just finished figuring out a tip. When you calculate the tip, then you add this amount back to the total bill or the final cost. Sometimes the tip is left in cash on the table. When this happens, you don't have to add it to the original price. However, when you use a card, you have to add the tip to the total to be sure that the server receives their tip. What about taxes? Taxes are monies that are collected by the government to help pay for services such as schools, libraries, roads, and police and fire protection. A sales tax is a tax on something bought in a store. The rate of sales tax is given as a percent. You can find the amount of sales tax by using the following formula. The amount of sales tax is equal to the price times the rate of sales tax. After you calculate the amount of tax using the percent in the formula, you have to add that to the original amount. With sales tax, this is especially important. So Emily just bought a jacket for $85. Sales tax is 7.5%, so we need to turn that into a decimal first, which would be 0.075, and we're going to multiply that by the 85 that it costs. 0.075 times 85 So the sales tax is 6.375. Now we're talking in terms of money, so we need to round that. So it's going to be 6.38. So now we take that amount and we add it to the original 85. So the total cost of the jacket is going to be $91.38. So Mr. and Mrs. Green and their 4 children went out for dinner. The total cost of the meal was $72. The restaurant added an 18% tip to the bill. What was the total cost? So we take that 72 and we multiply it by 18% as a decimal. So the tip itself cost $12.96. So now we need to take that and we need to add it to the original bill of $72, leaving us with $84.96 is the total bill. Go ahead and pause the video and find the total amount of each bill on these 3 problems and then hit play and see how you did. So on the first one, if you take the total cost times the sales tax, you get 3.25. Add that to the original $65, giving you a total of $68.25. Second one, 30 times the 20% gives you 6. You add that 6 to the original 30 and you get a total bill of 36. Third one, 10% of 150 is 15. Add that to the original 150 and you get a total of 165. So Brandon bought a t-shirt for $8.99 and a pair of shorts for $11.99. So the first thing we need to do is we need to add those 2 up. And we get a total of $20.98. Sales tax is 7%, so how much did he spend total? So we take that $20.98 and we multiply it by 7% as a decimal. And we get 1.4686. But again, since we're talking money, we only go to 2 decimal places. So this 8 is going to turn the 6 into a 7. So it's 147 that we're adding to the original. So 2098 plus 1.47. And we get a grand total of 2245. Now we're going to do a little bit of both now. So we've got a pair of shoes that cost $40 wholesale. They're going to mark it up 50%. So the first thing we need to do is find the markup price. So 40 times 50% as a decimal gives us 20. So we're going to add that to the original 40. So the markup price is $60. Now they have a sale going on, so it's discounted at 33%. So now I need to find 33% of that 60, which is $19.80, and I'm going to subtract that from the 60, giving me a sale price of $40.20. So you'll notice that even though the shoes were on sale at 33% off, the company only bought it for $40 and they're still making a little bit of a profit because what their sale price is still bigger than what they paid for it. Completed example from the beginning of the lesson. Go ahead and read through this. There's more on the next slide. Here's the rest of it. So just a few things to review when changing a percent to a decimal. Remember to move the decimal place to the left. When changing a decimal to a percent, make sure to move it to the right 2 spots. And then when you're multiplying a percent to determine a tax, tip, discount, or interest, you must change the percent into a decimal first.